So, hi all, good morning. Hope all of you are doing very well. Okay, so today I'm going to make my usual lunch. I have already put these recipes on, I believe, but it's my day of lunch and I'm preparing this lunch. So, I thought to just share it with you. Okay, so now I am going to make a samba. For that, I have boiled 1 cup of dal. I have taken moong dal, 1 cup. I have already boiled it, and these are the vegetables that I'm going to use in the sambar. And the vegetables are these. I have cut nukol, and I have cut this vegetable in four, and a few cluster beans. Okay, I've also cut the onions. For sambar you must cut the onions big, so I've cut the onions too. And then here I'm going to use these tomatoes. I'm using 2 medium-sized tomatoes, and I'm going to make a palya, that is a fugad, along with the sambar, vegetable sambar. For that fugad or palya I'm using this vegetable, and I've cut this into four. Okay, they are nice and tender this time. Last time when I made it, it was not so tender. This is nice and tender, and this is the grated coconut which I'm going to use in the palya or the fugad. Okay, so now having said this, let's start off with the recipe. So here in a cooker I've put in the vegetable that I'm going to use to make a palya or fugad, and I've put 2 tablespoons of water. I cover it and give it 1 whistle. So here I've put on a pot, and I will pour in about 2 tablespoons of oil. There you go. Just 2 tablespoons of oil. And as soon as the oil is hot, I'll put my normal seasoning, about 1 teaspoon. There you go. Let it splutter. And as that is happening, I'll put in a little bit of asafoetida, that's hing, which is a must in sambar. It is also good for gastric as well as good for digestion. So half a teaspoon of that, and then I'll put in few cloves of garlic chopped. Actually ginger and garlic is also, the rates are really high. So there you go. So as the garlic is frying really well and turning brown, I will drop in my vegetables, all these vegetables that we chopped and washed and cleaned, along with the onions. And the onions, the reason why I've added the onions along with the vegetables is, for sambar especially, onions have to be cut equivalent to the vegetables. It shouldn't be finely chopped or sliced or anything like that. It should be rough. Like for example, 1 onion, even if it's cut in 6 pieces, that's the correct thing. Okay, now let this fry nicely, and into that I'll put in my tomatoes also that we chopped up. Now let this all fry really well. And if you make this sambar just the way I'm making it, this is the authentic South Indian way of making the sambar. If you make this sambar, people all over India now have cultivated or have their own way of making sambar. But since I'm a Pakka South Indian, I'm from Bangalore. I was born and brought up here. and this is part of our food. So I'm giving you my take on it. This is the actual way of making samba. Okay. You can even put everything together and all these kind of things, but the actual way of making samba is this. The vegetables, if it fries a little bit, it will give us a nice flavor. Okay. So as the vegetables and all are fried, so as this is coming along really well, at this stage add about 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, that's dhania powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, that is haldi powder, and 1 big teaspoon of samba powder. Okay, ready-made samba powder or homemade samba powder. See, the thing is that homemade samba powder is always the best. Okay, but now that this is easily available, so people get lazy like me, and it's pretty good in the south. The samba masala is pretty good here, so it's okay to use it. Okay, and here I will add I'll add a teaspoon of salt, because while cooking the dal I did not add any salt. Okay, so 1 teaspoon salt. I cook the dal plain without any salt, haldi or any masala of its kind. Okay, now 1 tablespoon of water, just for the masala not to burn. Okay, and now at this stage I will put in the dal that I had boiled. Here you go. Okay, there you go. Mix it very well. Lower the heat, because the vegetables have to cook. Okay, lower the heat and pour in as much as water that we need to boil the vegetables. So I'm putting in about 300 ml of water, because we need the water for the vegetables to cook. Okay, and then towards the end, when the vegetables and all is ready and it's cooked, we will put in 1.5 cup of, as our requirement, 1.5 cup of tamarind juice, which is a must, a pinch of jaggery. What do you say jaggery in Hindi? I knew the name, I'll remember and tell you. And a little bit of cilantro, that's green coriander. Okay, for now I'll cover it and let it cook. So now on the other side, I've put on this mud pot. I happen to love this mud pot very much, and as you know, the taste comes out really well, and it's well seasoned. That's why you can see it nice and black. Okay, so I've put this on to make the palya or the fry. Now put in a little bit, about 1 and 1.5 tablespoon of oil, and into that my normal seasoning. I also want to tell all of you is that, see, if you've noticed, I haven't used curry leaves. The thing is that the curry leaves at the moment I've run out of it, but see, it is a must that you use curry leaf for this dish and the samba dish. Okay, 1 full hand for the samba, 1 full hand for this dish. Okay, but before it finish cooking and all that, I will go and get some curry leaf, and I will use it because it's a must and should. If you don't have curry leaf, then it just doesn't sum up to the South Indian recipe. As you know, without curry leaf, there's nothing like South Indian food, I say. So now that the oil is hot, I'll put in my normal seasoning, 1 teaspoon. Let it splutter. And at this stage, I'm At this stage I'm supposed to use my curry leaf. So since I told you I don't have it, I'll directly put my vegetable that I cut, cleaned and I washed. As I told you, I'm going to give it one whistle. So, stir it about really well. I can see there's little water. So as that is cooking, I'll put in 1 teaspoon of chili powder. No, exactly one, just little less, about slightly lesser than half. Okay, stir it really well, and then half a teaspoon to quarter teaspoon haldi powder, turmeric powder. Stir that too very well. Yeah, don't forget curry leaf is a must in this. Okay, I'll just run down and get some as soon as possible. I have a small little plant, curry leaf plant. So I'll just go and check up. It's just a little away from me. So I put in salt now. Put salt according to your taste. I'm putting about half to quarter teaspoon of salt to taste. Okay. This is nicely coming along. It's taken up all the masala properly. So now at this stage, I put in the grated coconut. I'll put how much I want and I'll see. Stir it up really well. Yeah. And now I'll put in some green coriander, a handful. Remember, I'm repeatedly saying that we need curry leaves. Don't forget and don't miss the curry leaves. Okay, so this fougade is ready. Okay, so here you go, my fougade is ready. I hope you can get a good view of it. It is ready, and I'll show you the sambha now. Here you go, my sambha. My sambha is nicely boiling away. Okay, I'll just hide it a little bit. Nicely boiling away. We'll check if the vegetables are cooked. The vegetables look cooked. Yeah, they just have to slightly cook a little more. So now I'll put in the green coriander. Okay. And a little bit of jaggery, which I told you is a must. You must use jaggery for sambha and rasam. There you go. Okay. You can use as much as you want. If you want it very sweet, you can use extra. If you want just a little touch, then you can use less. Okay. So as you can see, my sambha is also ready. So as I told you that we've got to pour a bit of tamarind juice. So I'm going to use about half a cup of tamarind juice. That is equivalent to one small, one small, what you call this, lemon. Okay, that's it. And stir it once more and let it come to one more bubble, and then we are done. We are just done. Okay. Okay, so here you go, everybody. My lunch is ready, and this is how I'm dishing it out. This is my rice, as you can see, and this is the palya or the fougade, and this is my sambar. And I fried a bit of papads. I hope you can see it well. Okay, I hope you can see these. These are alphabet papads, and children love it a lot. I don't know, I guess I'm one of them, and I love these, animal biscuits and animal papads and stuff like that. So I fried all that. So this is the lunch that's ready today for us. Hope all of you would like it and hope all of you would try it at home. Please like and subscribe, everyone. This is my daily lunch. There is always a rice, a roti, and a sabji and a curry. Okay, so take care, everyone. God bless.